Made in Sheffield. Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross and today I am reviewing the film Giant. Yes, Giant, that is written and directed by Rowan Althale, and it stars, of course, Amir El-Masry, Pierce Brosnan, Catherine Bow-Bailton, Austin Hines, Adrian Nick, Ali Sash, and Chehith. Some names I can't pronounce. So this is a biographical sports drama based on the relationship between boxer Naseem the Prince, or Nas, Hammond, and his trainer Brendan Ingle, who is Irish. And yeah, like I said, inspired by the real life story of Prince Naseem Naz Hammond, a British-Yemeni boxer, and his journey from humble beginnings to becoming a world champion, and his training under Bryan Ingles, who played a crucial role in his success. So yeah, this is about Sheffield's very own Naseem Hammond. From Sheffield. So yeah, what did I like about this? Well, I like that it was a sports drama. See, I love a good boxing film, me. I don't know, I just like films about boxing, like the Rocky films, Creed and Raging Bull, and other boxing dramas like that, and also biographical ones too. And I was like thinking, oh yeah, the Prince, because I myself am a Sheffielder. I live in Sheffield. I'm from Sheffield, born and raised. My whole front torso is dedicated to it. I've got like loads of Sheffield tattoos on my front, whether you've seen them or not. And even in town, there is a big, portrait of him on the side of a building near the hubs. If you know where to look, if you live in Sheffield, you'll know what I mean. And yeah, they've released this film about his life, but I feel that this primarily focused on Brendan Ingle as well, Pierce Brosnan, playing him, the Irish mentor of his, and their friendship from like father and son kind to becoming friends to becoming student and master, if you will, but how it declines and that, how he gets successful and stuff, cause the Prince was a bit arrogant and a bit cocky, but that was his thing though. That's how he made himself known, and he went on to become, well, world champion, and from Sheffield. I feel that any celebrity from Sheffield represents Sheffield, like Sean Bean or Arctic Monkeys or Def Leppard and that, you know what I mean. But yeah, a good majority of this was set in Sheffield in the 70s, 80s and 90s. And I like that. I like looking at old Sheffield, back in the day. And there were a few sceneries and locations that I did recognise. I mean, he did live in Winkerbank after all. I don't live in Winkerbank, but I know of the area. I think I passed it a couple times, maybe more. I don't know. But yeah, I like the Sheffield references in it. I know, I'm a proud Sheffielder, all right. I like where I am. I'm proud of where I come from. We see the journey, how, Prince Nas came from, was a successful boxer. But like I say, it does focus a lot on Pierce Brosnan's portrayal of the man, Bryan Ingle, who unfortunately passed away in 2018 at age 78. What we did see in it was some drama in there and some, things written for dramatic effect, a couple of inaccuracies here and there, but like I say, if it's too true, it could get a bit boring. But I didn't mind that. Like I say, it still followed most of the basics and that and stuff. But also, there is a scene in there where we see Brendan and Nas reconcile. But of course, we do find out that wasn't actually real. That was just a thought in his mind. Whether the real Brendan Ingle thought that when he saw him again, I don't know. But yeah, they never did reconcile, which was sad. And when Naseem got word of his passing, he did say some heartfelt tribute words about him and thanking him for his success, even though he was a bit of a knob to him, and why he stopped managing him. But he did train other boxers, though. He did train others like Kell Brook, and we do see a little lad in the film that comes into it, who is, Kell Brook, and he also trained Kid Gallard as well, another British boxer, and Junior Witter says as well here, as well as Naseem Hammond. But, well, he was 77, would have been 78 that year when he died. But I thought Pierce Brosnan did a good performance playing him. Almost looked like him. I mean, Pierce Brosnan looked quite old in it, but he did look a bit old himself, though. And Pierce Brosnan is in his 70s now, so I guess he was the right age for it. Also, the guy playing Nats in it, the Prince Amir El-Masry, is that his name? Who is actually British Egyptian in real life and has lived in Scotland, I think. He was alright in it, and of course the real Prince is still alive, Prince Naseem, who is like 50 now, retired at the age of 28 as well. But yeah, he's had like, out of all the wins he's had, like 36 wins, and that he's only had one loss, which is quite good for a boxer, having one loss. But yeah, I thought this film was a bit of a comfort. I'll be honest, like I said, I do like a good boxing drama. I like boxing. I don't know why. Probably because I did it a while back in my 20s and that. I like, boxed around a bit, helped me with some personal issues in my life, because, I feel like, sometimes it does like, that was Brendan's thing, keeping kids off the streets and, teaching them to be better people, not to become, useless vandals. I will say as well, there is a few discrimination scenes in there. There are some themes of racism as well, given that it's, the later part of the, it's like the middle of the 20th century where people were a bit prejudiced and still back then. If you've seen This Is England, you'll know what I'm on about, and they mention a few nasty words like, I'm not going to say them here, but I will warn you of that. There are scenes of, words and language of discrimination. But other than that, I thought it was a solid film, and I enjoyed watching it. So I will probably give this one, I enjoyed it. I thought, it was alright. I'll give it a 4 out of 5, I think. 4 out of 5 for Giants. So there you go. There is my review for that one. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links are linked down below in the description, so you can check all that out. If you love horror content, I have a channel just for that as well down below in the description or in the cards above, so you can check that out if you wish. So yeah, I'll be seeing you soon, so until next time, I bid you all a goodbye.